Hello everyone, good day to all. This is Mike Padua and we're back to our latest update. This is the weekend update for today, Sunday, March 8 until March 11, Wednesday. This is the English version brought to you by Typhoon 2000 and Naga College Foundation. And if you like the Tagalog version, kung gusto nyo yung Tagalog version, just click on the link up here. And if you're watching via Facebook, there's a just search our postings for the latest on the Tagalog version. Usually we always release the English and the Tagalog version simultaneously. And also this is brought to you by Aboitiz Power and the local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor Leno Cabredo and our Honorable Vice Mayor Gabi Bordado. So let's begin with our update. We have another blast of the Northeast Monsoon affecting our country, and most likely this will be the last of the surge, since we are now moving into the beginning of the hot dry season, probably this last week of March. And this surge of the Northeast Monsoon, these are two back-to-back surges. The first one is occurring right now until tomorrow, Tuesday, and there will be another one set to arrive sometime next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, March 13, 14 to 15. So here's the Northeast Monsoon affecting northern and central Luzon and the eastern sections of Luzon, as well as Bicol Region, Eastern Visayas, and northeastern Mindanao, northern Caraga. That's the area of the northeastern Mindanao area. And expect some rain showers and possible thunderstorms that could generate low to medium risk of flooding. And this will persist for the next 2 to 3 days. And it's likely to be transformed into some sort of a hybrid shear line because of this LPA, which is becoming elongated, as it is expected to move towards Marianas within the next week. Okay, so until Friday, this will be the track of this potential cyclone, but right now it's becoming more elongated, more disorganized as it moves towards northern Marianas. So that will be the track for the next 5 to 7 days, and then as it becomes more elongated, the cloudiness located up here will move into Mindanao or Eastern Mindanao and will become some sort of a shear line as the circulation of this LBA become more elongated. And northeasterly wind flow, or these are trade winds, will continue to affect the west of the Visayas, Mimaropa, Sulu, and Cuyo archipelagos, and Calayan Island Group. Panatag Shoal will be under the influence of the Northeast Monsoon. So as usual, up to 3 to 4 meters of large waves will be expected over the eastern sections of the country along the East Philippine Sea. And some 2 to 3 meters of wave heights will also be expected over the western or the West Philippine Sea. The inland waters of the country will remain 1 to 2 meters, so it's still light to moderate to at times rough and dangerous to small sea crafts. We will be showing you the latest on the wave heights later on. So this LPA is currently medium chance of becoming a tropical cyclone, but as I said, this is not expected to move to our country. It will recurve towards Marianas and Guam Saipan area. So that's the good news of this LPA 95W. So this LPA, since it's quite large, is enhancing the surge of the Northeast Monsoon back to our country within the next 5 days. Okay, and if we take a look at the fast animation, this is the now as we take a look at the fast animation from the University of Wisconsin Tropical Cyclone page. So you can see here the LPA becoming more elongated as it remains slow moving towards the north. So it started here and it's moving now towards this direction Actually, it's located somewhere here, so it's moving towards this direction, and it will track towards the Northern Mariana Islands. And we can call this as a part of the Northeast Monsoon, with the cloudiness from the trough of this LPA. Okay, this is the trough being displaced towards the area of Eastern Visayas and Northeast Mindanao, becoming a part of the Northeast Monsoonal flow. So it will bring some showers and thunderstorms across this area. So it will be dangerous to small sea crafts, because the wave heights here is quite high, as well as if the rainfall will continue for 3 hours of heavy intensity, it will generate some flooding and landslides in hazard-prone areas. Here's the fast animation from windy.com. You can see here some afternoon or evening rain showers currently forming right now, and bringing some rains and thunderstorms across Eastern Visayas and Northern Caraga. There are some reaching Cebu in the next couple of hours, and here over Bicol region and rest of northern and central Luzon is the surge of the Northeast Monsoon. Although it's quite dry, there are times in the afternoon or evening that there may be showers, light to moderate to at times heavy, but it's only in a short burst, okay, a short duration. So there we go. That's the scenario of this LPA, which is not a threat to our country, so nothing to worry about. Just relax and enjoy this last surge of the Northeast Monsoon. Although it's no longer cold, our temperature is just the lowest is 23 here in Naga. In other parts of the country, 21, 20, and it's no longer that cold since we are now moving into springtime in the northern hemisphere, which is set to arrive March 20, 21, 22, and it will last until June 21. That will be the spring equinox, and that will be the beginning of the hot dry season, particularly during the last week of March. We still are observing if there might be some patches of northeasterly monsoonal flow during the first week of April, which also happened during the past. But right now, that's all we can tell you for this surge of the Northeast Monsoon that will last, I think, until March 15. Okay, and here's the latest model run from the ECMWF. So as of now, you can see the elongated figure of this potential LPA. The ECMWF is no longer expecting this LPA to develop. It will become more and more elongated and likely to become a shear line, and expected to affect this area of Mindanao, northeastern Mindanao, northern Caraga, and the parts of the Visayas. So this area will be affected by the developing shear line within the next couple of days. Okay, so let's move it. That's on Monday. We have the surge here of the Northeast Monsoon, 30 to 60 kph along the coastal waters of eastern Luzon, extreme northern Luzon, and eastern Visayas, and northeasterly wind flow across the whole of Visayas and Mimaropa. So on Tuesday, March 10, it will remain the same. Effects of the Northeast Monsoon and the northeasterly wind flow across our country. And here's now the elongated trough or LPA becoming more disorganized, and then the LPA is slow moving. There might be another circulation forming here west of Guam on Wednesday, and then on Thursday it will be gone. There's another LPA here south of Palau, which is enhancing further the northeasterly monsoonal flow across our country. And then on Friday the 13th, we have another blast of the Northeast Monsoon moving across the Philippines. That will be until Sunday. So that will be the forecast as of now. We'll no longer extend this since the uncertainty remains high. So that's the scenario. Northeast monsoon, possible shear line due to the LPA or elongated LPA over the Micronesian Islands up to the Northern Marianas. So there's another LPA here on Saturday, March 14, but there's no worry about that. It might remain weak in the vicinity of Palau. What else? American model is still aggressive enough of developing it into a depression here. That will be on Wednesday, March 11 and 12, moving past Saipan and north of Guam on Thursday, March 12, and slightly it's a depression based on the American model. So we will see if there will be more closed circulation on this elongated LPA. It might be upgraded. So let's wait and see for that possible scenario from the American model. But so far, the European model shows that it will just be an elongated low pressure system. How about the Google DeepMind? There's nothing we can show to you here. The Google DeepMind doesn't show anything. There's only one dot. See that? March 11 to 12 towards Guam. So there's nothing to show to you here. It looks like there's no data on that LPA. But when we are speaking of cyclones here over the South Indian Ocean, west of Australia, it's quite a strong system. This is a tropical storm intensity moving over the South Indian Ocean. That's not part of our basin. Okay, since it's still cyclone season over southern hemisphere until month of April, November to April. Okay, what else? If we check on the Joint Typhoon Warning Center website, they are showing here 95W. Since yesterday, it's still a medium chance of developing into tropical cyclone. So it's there west of Yap. While on the Japan Meteorological Agency weather map, it's also there, LPA, with 1008 hectopascal pressure, almost stationary. And the forecast also shows this system moving towards the Marianas in that direction. Okay, so that's the update on that LPA. So here's the multi-model diagnostic comparison on Invest 95W or LPA 95W. And based on the forecast, most of them are tracking it towards the northeast, curvature towards Guam, Saipan, Northern Marianas within the next 3 days. Okay, and some of the models remain as TD or minimal tropical storm, and the wind shear is erratic. There are times that it will increase for the next 5 days. So far, that's the scenario of that LPA. Now for the rain forecast accumulation, this is the 24-hour rain accumulation from ECMWF. It looks like Eastern Visayas and Northeastern Mindanao will be affected by this northeast monsoonal flow that will bring some showers here and likely development of a hybrid shear line because of the combination of this trough of this LPA and the formation of a shear line here. So most likely northern Caraga and parts of eastern Mindanao, Davao Region might experience rainfall of up to 50 or more than 50 millimeters on beginning tomorrow, and on Tuesday it's still there but weakening, and on Wednesday the shear line is located over the South Philippine Sea, so it will move farther to the east as the system moves away towards Guam. Okay, so that will be the scenario for the next 5 days. So there might be still some showers, occasional rain showers because of the northeast monsoon over eastern and northern Cagayan. So that will be the forecast for the next 5 days. So the volume of the rainfall are more concentrated over the eastern sections of Visayas, northern, northeastern, and eastern Mindanao. The rest of Mindanao might be experiencing some isolated to scattered rain showers, local thunderstorms, okay? And as well as over Visayas, northern part of Negros and northern Panay will also have some possible showers or thunderstorms because of the northeasterly wind flow that will be on Monday. But on Tuesday to Wednesday until the weekend, that possible shear line, the cloudiness generated by the northeasterly wind flow and the localized thunderstorms will begin to weaken. Okay, so far that's the latest on the wave heights. This is the forecast for the next 5 days until Friday the 13th, and it looks like it will be rough. Okay, the Philippine Sea will remain 3 to 4 meters in wave heights until Friday, and that extends up to the extreme northern parts of Luzon over the Balintang and Bashing Channel, and also over the West Philippine Sea, while the areas of the central waters of our country and the coastal waters of Palawan will remain 1 to 2 meters, still moderate to rough to small sea crafts. Okay, so far that's the latest for this weekend of March 8th, Sunday, and valid until Wednesday, March 11, and we will return again in the middle of next week. Again, this is Mike Padua saying have a great day, have a great week ahead, and thank you so much for watching our channel. God bless to all.